Welcome to another episode. I'm Glenda, and I'm here with my husband Rashid. Today we're talking about one of the most romantic opportunities in travel, turning a layover in Paris into an unforgettable mini adventure. Now, who wouldn't want to have a layover in the most romantic city in the world? A city filled with attractions like the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, and so much more. We're going to share all the advantages and challenges that come with it. We have been traveling to Europe for a decade now and have been to Paris 4 times. This time, when Paris became a layover option on our way to Milan, Italy, we felt knowing enough about Paris should allow us to do a quick side trip rather than just waiting 8 hours at CDG, that's Charles de Gaulle International Airport. Oh boy, you're in for a few challenges when doing your research on getting to Paris from CDG and to get to the attractions to visit. Before we get into the details, we would like to clarify 2 important things.
First, if you are able to follow the expensive route and have enough time, you can take a taxi or limo service from CDG to a specific attraction in Paris. For a 2-person trip this way can cost between 200 to 300 euros, and while it may not be as fast as the train, it will be hassle-free. Second, for the attractions to visit on a short layover of 6 to 8 hours, the Louvre is the best choice. Maybe because the last time you went, you did not finish the Dinan wing, and you would like to stare more at the Liberty Guiding the People painting, or take more pictures of the winged victory of Samothrace. Or you realize taking a boat trip on the Seine River and visiting the Eiffel Tower will take quite a bit of walking, waiting in line, and you have to account for the trip back to the station to travel back to the airport. The Louvre and its surroundings give you a great way to quickly visit the center of Paris, grab a quick bite, and enjoy some of the great masterpieces in an air-conditioned, tourist-friendly environment.
The guidelines I'm about to share would be very helpful to make your layover a little easier, not walking around looking for the train station and where to leave your luggage, because believe me, you will be walking a lot when you get to Paris. We had about 8 hours to spare in Paris. We wanted to freshen up first, use the bathroom, maybe brush my teeth, and eat a little bit. Our plane landed in the morning around 10 a.m., and we wanted to spend around 4 to 5 hours in the Louvre. I wanted to see some artworks I didn't get to spend more time with the last time we were there. My husband, being very particular, bless his heart, already researched left luggage in Charles de Gaulle Airport, how to get to Paris using the train. We did use the bus before, a slower option, but not the train. We have priority pass through Hilton, so we use that at airports when we can, and when we have a few hours to spare to recharge our phones, use the bathroom, and maybe drink wine or take a shower. There are showers on some of them. This time we needed to freshen up from our Atlanta to Paris plane ride overnight. Usually International Terminal is 2E at CDG, so you have to take the CDG VAL or the transit to get out of the International Terminal. You will want to refer to the map. You will get off at Gate L in Terminal 2E and look for the hotel sign. We used Yotel because we did not want to stay long, we just wanted to freshen up. It was full, and it was not much. I wanted to take a shower, but the lady in the counter said there was a waiting list. They only have 3 to 4 bathrooms, so we had to be in line on that too. There were not much seating because it was full. There were free beverage and water, but that was about it. The other items you have to pay to get. After freshening up and repacking our backpacks, we needed to put some bags, our computer bags, for left luggage. Left luggage is a great way to travel light and not having to worry about constantly keeping an eye on your valuables, like laptops, other electronics in the busy streets of Paris. We picked a left luggage location near the train station next to CDG, so it's convenient to pick up the left luggage and go straight to the departing gate. Once you get out of the airport by the terminal entrance, right by the entrance doors, turn left and start walking towards the train station. Keep walking and mind the signs. Usually it's above you, left and right. There, you will see the left luggage sign. Keep walking until you get to main station with the elevator going down. Look around and you'll see this luggage store. They also do left luggage. Once you check in the luggage, make sure to keep the receipt or tag in a safe place, preferably with your passport and boarding pass, so you always have access to it. You will need this tag to retrieve the left luggage once you return from Paris. Remember RER? B, it's the train line that has direct access from CDG Airport to multiple attraction stops in Paris. The ticket booths and machines are downstairs. Take the elevator or stairs. Do not worry, there is an attendant there to help you. And please do not hesitate to ask. I don't know about you, but I'd rather ask with my broken French than to get lost and walk around for 20 to 30 minutes not knowing where to go. When we got to the train, we looked at the stops. Since we were going to the Louvre, we are getting off at Châtelet-les-Halles. Then we still have to walk about 10 to 15 minutes to the Louvre. It took about 35 to 45 minutes to reach our stop, Châtelet-les-Halles. Once we're out, we had to look at the signs which exit goes to the Louvre. There is a shopping mall you can go through on your way out of the station to reach the street level. This is more comfortable and has some nice shops and a food court as well. There are signs as well on the street which direction is going to the Louvre and to other places as well. Or you can get your Google Maps and crank up your walking navigation to the Louvre.
Let me give you the latest updates for 2025. As of January 1st, there's a new Paris Region Airports ticket that costs €13 for adults and €6.50 for children 9 and under. This is a significant change from previous years. RER-B trains run every day with departures approximately every 10 minutes from around 5 a.m. to midnight. The travel time between Charles de Gaulle Airport and Paris City Center is 30 to 40 minutes. The fastest trains have route codes beginning with KA or JA. These make fewer stops and are more comfortable. For luggage storage, the official facility at CDG is operated by Bagages du Monde, located on level 4 of Terminal 2, opposite the Sheraton Hotel. They're open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, charging €4 for up to 3 hours or €15 for 24 hours. All items go through security screening, including X-ray checks. There are also newer app-based storage services like Nanny Bag and Stasher that offer locations throughout Paris, starting around €6 per day. Paris tourism is at record levels in 2025, boosted by the post-Olympic period and Notre Dame's reopening after the 2019 fire. The cathedral is now beautifully restored and receiving visitors again. This means more crowds than ever, so if you're visiting major attractions, book tickets online in advance to skip lines. Summer months from June to August are particularly crowded and uncomfortably hot, so spring and fall remain the best times for layover visits. I have to mention that pickpockets do work on this train, so you should keep an eye on your personal belongings while traveling. Keep valuables secure and avoid showing expensive items. If your layover falls during rush hour, that's 8 to 10 a.m. or 5 to 7 p.m., Add 15 to 20 minutes to estimated travel times. For your return to the airport, arrive at least 2 to 3 hours before your connecting flight departs.
Let me be realistic about what you can accomplish with different layover durations. With a 4 to 5 hour layover, you have just enough time to visit one nearby attraction. With 6 to 8 hours, you can see highlights like the Louvre, Notre Dame, and potentially another museum. With 8 or more hours, you could see the Eiffel Tower, Louvre, Cathedral Notre Dame, and even enjoy a meal at a bistro. If you decide the Louvre isn't for you, you could take a stroll along the River Seine, walking from Notre Dame toward the Eiffel Tower. This is a great way to get some exercise after your long flight. You can't go to Paris without experiencing the food. For a short layover, grab a freshly baked baguette, some cheese, and perhaps a macaron. Even a quick croissant and coffee at a typical Parisian cafe completes your French mini experience. So, should you venture into Paris during your layover? Based on our experience, the answer is yes, if you plan properly. The combination of efficient transport, incredible attractions within a reasonable distance, and the simple magic of being in Paris, even briefly, makes it worthwhile for layovers of 6 hours or more. Remember, your Paris layover doesn't have to be a stressful race against time. It can be a sparkling bonus chapter to your journey. Even if you only manage to grab a café au lait and a croissant while gazing at Notre Dame's facade, you've still had an authentic Parisian experience. That wraps up today's episode on making the most of your Paris layover. Whether you choose the Louvre, a Seine-side stroll, or simply sitting at a cafe watching the world go by, Paris rewards even the briefest of visits. Safe travels, and remember, sometimes the best adventures are the unexpected. Be sure to visit our blog at therookandqueen.com and our YouTube channel at Global Citizen Travels.